Second for the live chat to catch up, but anyone who's watching the stream afterwards should be able to see this part. Looks like it is already loading up for some people here. So let me know when you guys can hear me fine, then we'll get started here. All right, it looks like we're good. Okay, so here's Colossus sitting on the trailer right now. We also have Mutant inside the garage, but we will be able to demo both and show the behind the scenes of both. These were definitely some of the most requested props out of this whole stream series, so excited to show these. Mutant is fully working. We did have to replace a cylinder on him, but he is fully working. Colossus is having an issue with the mouth. Everything else looks pretty good. So I will be showing both. The mouth might work, some phrases might not. It looks like it either needs a new cylinder or just needs grease or some warming up because it has been sitting in the storage unit for some months now. Okay, so let's look at the behind the scenes of Colossus first, and then we'll go in and show Mutant as well. So here's the back. If anyone has any questions about these, I can answer them. There is a lot going on. We can also go inside of Colossus. You can see the pneumatics on the inside and all the foam latex over there. But yeah, there's a lot going on back here. It's fully pneumatic. A huge cylinder on his back. That's the cylinder that lifts him. And there's his lifting mechanism. Full standing up mechanism stands him up to over 12 feet tall. It's pretty crazy. It's also got a fog machine back there. I don't actually have fog juice in it right now, but 1,000-watt fog machine, I believe. It's either 1,000 or 1,500, and that produces a ton right behind him to make it a very, very cool machine. Okay, let's see. All of his effects, that is a good question. He has a lightning light in the front, which is actually a car light that sits on the ground in front of him, and that shines strobe onto him only at the times where his voice lines actually play the lightning sound. And then he has the fog that I was just going over, and he has all of his movement. No lights other than the strobe, no lights on him, but lots of movement. 15-foot Phantom is a bit taller than this one. I'd say around 13 feet Colossus when standing. He is staying on the trailer right now because it is over 600 pounds, so very hard prop to move. But I will be taking him off the trailer for Halloween. Just not right now. How do you get him off the trailer? So what we do is we actually have a ramp system. The ramps go back here. He's actually facing backwards right now. But the ramps go right here, and we have a little crane we use to lift it. And this up here, which is actually, I don't think it's attached right now, but there's a pulley system that just lowers him down the ramp. And it's actually a lot harder than it sounds, and it takes a pretty long time because of all that weight and how massive he is. Where's the sensor? You can either use a sensor, step pad, or a button. And we chose the buttons because we actually have two buttons, one for his original phrasing, which just cycles through the 4, and one that has our custom phrasing that we did at the factory. How much did he cost? This is a $14,000 prop usually. Transworld discount brings him down to about $13,000. Yes, a lot of people have probably seen this one in person too. A lot of big amusement parks use him. He is a very widely used prop, especially the Sleeping Giant version. This is the Colossus version. It is the same exact prop, just different paint job and hair. I do like this one better because I find it more intimidating, but a lot of places do have him. They've sold over 100 Sleeping Giants. All right, so let's go look at Mutant as well. If you guys want to see some stuff with Mutant, we can do that as well. Come over here. Here's the countdown. I don't think I've actually shown this yet, but this countdown is counting down to the day we start our big grand opening. And I will have a haunt build on that very soon. So here is the Mutant right in here, actually with the shaft right now. There's the shaft. I did do a video on that a little while ago, But here he is. He's looking awesome right here up against his wall. I will be plugging in both of these guys too. But if you guys want to know anything first, we can look at that. He is a very, very detailed prop. This thing was about $3,500, and I think that is totally worth it for what you get. He is an incredibly scary prop. This is by far the scariest thing I own. When it is moving around and going that fast and spitting, it is terrifying. Here's the back of him. He's got his sound system down here with another 1,000-watt fog machine right there. I do have a fright prop sensor for him. I also have the buttons. There's his 2 cylinders, only ran by 2 cylinders, and they're small, so he doesn't actually need a crazy compressor. I have this large compressor here. This is just the tank. The compressor is over on that side, but this tank is running both Colossus and Mutant, so that's just to do both, because Colossus takes a ton. But if you are just planning on getting a Mutant, or just wondering, he doesn't take too much air. I've seen people use a 25-gallon compressor, and it works perfectly fine. I'm going to put him up against the wall a bit more so his pneumatics don't go crazy when we plug him in. But it's pretty crazy. This thing is very fast. He runs at, also I want to talk about this, he runs at about 80 to 110 PSI. I'd recommend staying under 110. He seems to be fine with it. They actually recommend around that section. You wouldn't want to go over that, but I found 80 to 110 being fine. 110, like I said, it might be a bit high. You don't want to damage anything, but even 80, even 60 actually looks very fast. So both of those work. Yeah, the bearings up here, I know they do definitely wear down eventually. The Crazy Kristen has similar things right here. So yeah, staying some lower pressures will help those last longer. Luckily, Distortions is great with sending out repaired parts. They sent out the cylinder within, I think it was like 2 days, and it came to my house when that broke. And that was weird. That cylinder got stripped, and that was like that from the beginning. That was a pretty bad cylinder. After that, he's worked fine since. How will I incorporate Mutant? That's a good question. I actually am replicating his wall pattern and making a full hallway just for him. He's going to be just a bit to the left, kind of where the shaft is, at the end of a hallway, and people are going to be forced to walk towards him, and then they're going to exit a door. So they're going to be forced to walk right by him. It will be very, very scary. How does Distortions do rub outs, and what do they use? They use FW ink for their rub outs. For the Mutant, they have some brown FW ink here, and they first spray his details. You want to do all the details first, like the tongue, the teeth, the lips color, and the skin. And then what they do is they apply the whole FW ink rub out, which just goes over everything, and then they take a sponge with some alcohol on it, and you rub that all into the details. So basically the sponge is just going to let it only soak into those small details there, like all these lines, so you don't have to go over each little one with an airbrush. The ink will just do it for you with how it works. And it's a really smart method, and Jordu Shell is the one who actually taught them how to do that, and they've been using it ever since. It is a great method. Makes him look very detailed. All the little sculpted details stand out when you use a rub out. Colossus has one too. I'll actually show that over here. I also have the Inferno pumpkin over there outside now with our haunt sign. I'll be doing a video on that soon. Colossus, let's show the rub out here. I think the easiest place to show it are the hands. The head is a bit high, and actually, let's see. No, it looks like those are locked down right now. So can't move the hands up, but there is a nice view of the rub out down there. And then you can see it on stuff like the feet as well. All those little details exaggerated. They did it on the full face too. Colossus uses more of a black rub out though. Mutant uses more of a light brown. The garage haunt will be up very soon. I'm filming the collection video tomorrow, so right after that is almost time to start putting up walls. Most of our walls are done now. You can actually see a few of our walls right there. But there's over 20 this year, so it has taken a pretty long time, but very close to being done with that, and then walls will start to go up. How much did he cost? Oh shoot, did I miss a donation up here? Let's go. I might have missed something. Haunters, thank you for the $2 donation. How many days is your haunt open this year? The haunt will be open 3 days this year. It will be Saturday, Sunday, and the Monday of Halloween. So if you guys want to come on a certain day that's not Halloween, we will be open those 2 days too. This countdown is actually counting down to the Saturday before, because that is our grand opening day. Yes, these are all made from latex rubber, so everything on these guys is squishy. The whole chest here, the hands even, everything is latex, which is great. The detail on latex is so much better than what you can just do with like a printed fabric or anything like that. Frankenstein, sadly I can't show Frankenstein because that needs a whole separate compressor, and it also, the brains aren't in it right now. It needs to be fully coated over there. He is all the way on the other side of the house area by the laboratory, which is already being set up actually, and the laboratory is looking really cool. Can't wait to show you guys that. It is definitely one of my favorite sections. It's looking great. Mutant or Creepshow, I would go with Mutant personally, but if Creepshow fits better, they are very close for me. I was debating on both. But I would go for Mutant because he is a lower price, and I believe he is scarier. But yeah, he is really cool. Colossus it wasn't too difficult to get. It took us about an hour to get from the storage unit. I think getting it in the storage unit was harder because that's when we have to use the ramps. For just getting it on the trailer, we could just use our small crane that we store there and pick it up and put it on. What am I using the shaft for? I'm making a mine shaft section, and here it is over here. This thing is awesome. I don't have it plugged in right now, but you guys should still be able to see down. It looks like it continues all the way down forever, which is a really cool effect. It's a mirror effect, and it works very well, especially in person. But that is going to be in a mine shaft section, cave looking. It's going to be cool. All right. Oh, how long is it going to take until you see the collection video? It shouldn't be too long. I'd say maybe around a few days to a week it will take to edit, and then I will try to get it up as soon as possible. I am filming it tomorrow, so it should be pretty soon. How heavy is Mutant? I don't know exactly. I was never told how heavy he is. I know Colossus is over 600 pounds. The Mutant, I'd say, is more around 300-400 pounds. Because this is all metal. All this is steel. So this is heavy, and the base is very heavy, but the rest is a pretty life-size creature, unlike Colossus, so. And Mutant costs actually they raised his price. A lot of the stuff on there got raised. Mutant, I paid around 3,000, forgot what it was, 3,600 around that for Mutant. But the price was raised probably a few weeks ago now. Same with Creepshow. I don't believe Colossus was raised. Some of the larger ones weren't. A few things are unavailable right now just because Distortions is very busy right now working up to Halloween, but those things will become available again right after Halloween. Right now, if you order anything from them, it will not arrive in time, so just warning you that. The best time to order stuff like this is Transworld because a lot of the companies give you discounts and a lot of the companies it kind of works better with shipping times just in case there's some delays. Joshua Park, thank you for the $2 donation. Are all your props going to be in the collection video? Yes, other than Frankenstein. Frankenstein cannot be moved. He is pretty much permanently in that section for now. The only time he will be moved is moving to a building. So that one is not going to be moved. So sadly, either I'll cut to show that one or I'll just show it in my haunt video. But other than Frankenstein, everything, Colossus, Mutant, and all the retail animatronics, Home Depot, Party City, Spirit, everything. So there will be over 100 this year. A lot. Okay, so I think it's time to demo. Let's go over here to Colossus. Starting with Colossus because his air and wires are already plugged in over here. And Colossus, like I said, has an issue with the mouth, so I'm not sure if it'll work. Everything else looks to be pretty good right now, because he looks amazing. But yeah, his mouth Might have an issue with this phrase, might not. We'll see. All right, let's turn him on. Yeah, it looks like the mouth is having an issue. There it goes.
I, Colossus, can kill or let live. No dream can last forever. Close your eyes and imagine. This is only the beginning. Leave human wrongs to right themselves. But remember, I can become dangerous if properly motivated. You shall be alone, glaring into the vast nothingness. I have seen it from far off. The future is just ahead. Go quietly to your fate.
There he is. Thing is amazing. Very impressive prop. I saw a few questions. How do I plan on fixing the mouth? Either a replaced cylinder or grease might fix it as well. I think it might need a replaced cylinder. We'll see though. I will try to make sure that is working fine before Halloween. I saw how tall. He is about 13 feet tall when fully standing, about 8 feet when sitting. And I can stand by it actually. I'll try to show the whole thing. It might be a bit difficult. Back up a lot. He is on the trailer, so it's a bit difficult to show. Don't think it'll be much higher than that. So here, I'll stand with it here so you guys can see that. Let's turn him on again. So here it is right here.
What is it, you sniveling tiny people?
And if I stand up with it, I'm here.
Do not make an enemy of me! Before this day is done, you will understand my mighty power! Some among you believe you can succeed, but you will be lost in the quagmire of desolation. Go on to the other side of darkness. You already know the end is near. Leave my presence, you cowardly fool!
There he is, Colossus. Yes, he is a lot bigger than Inferno. He is a huge, huge prop. All right, so now we can go show Mutant. So we will plug him in and plug in the pneumatics for Mutant as well. So we got to do that before we demo him because I don't have a separate compressor for him right now. But here he is, and here, for anyone who missed the showing of Mutant, here he is. But now we are going to plug him in for the first time on the stream. So that was Colossus. That's what happens when you unplug the air there, because a lot of air has to be released for him. Now we're going to plug in Mutant's controls right here. It'll also turn on his lights, you'll see in 1 second. There they are. Funny Bear 123, thank you for the $2 donation. All right, so this is Mutant's B mode right here. Try to move the air hose out of the way here so I can show you guys this the best I can. So he, like I said, is in B mode right now, but we're gonna plug in the air and turn him on. All right, here we go. the Mutant, he is very, very impressive. Terrifying prop, moves incredibly fast as well. That is probably the fastest moving prop I've seen in person. So pretty crazy. Let's unplug his sound here because it is very loud. And that's not even full volume. That is probably around 3/4 volume, so he can get even louder than that. It is a very loud prop, but a very impressive one. Looks super cool, very detailed, and great movement. But yeah, there he is, the Mutant. So if you guys have any more questions, we can answer those. Is he hard to move around? This one's a lot easier. It's very easy to slide. His base is flat, so you can just slide it along the floor as long as you're not going too downhill or anything. But yeah, sliding's easy. Carrying, you need about 4 people, I'd say. Starter, thank you for the $7 donation. And I wonder what, hold on, lost it, your neighbors are thinking. They're probably used to it by now. We've actually had a few new neighbors move in, but so far everyone really likes the haunt, so that is good. But yeah, the other ones who have stayed for a while are definitely used to it by now, because we've been doing this for a pretty long time now. How much do Mutant and Colossus cost? The Mutant is around $3,500 to $4,000, and Colossus is about $14,000, $13,000 with the discount. How tall is he? Mutant is 7'1" to the top of the backboard, so that's pretty good for my hallways because those are 7 feet, so it should work pretty well. And the Mutant itself is about 6'3", so taller than the average guest, but some people will be about eye level with him. But he overall is a huge, huge piece. Where's the haunt located? It is located in Illinois. What is Colossus made of? He is made out of foam latex and steel. Steel is his main metal for the mechanism, and then this is all foam latex. As you can see, all squishy. I like that especially for the hands because you see the fingers jiggling around when the arms move. But everything, even the feet, hands, head, and the whole interior is all foam latex. If you guys want to see the inside, we can actually crawl into the inside and show that if you guys do want to see that. What air tank do you use? I use a 30-gallon right now. You just got to make sure it's got high horsepower and that it can run on a tank like this. This is a large tank, so you want to make sure it can run this all night without overdoing the cycle. All right, so I do see some people who want to see the inside here. Let's go show the inside. We will take this out real quick. All right, going into the inside of Colossus here. So this is what it looks like in here. You can see all the foam latex. Basically like a cave of foam latex here. Those are the eyes up there, the eye cylinders there. Here's the mouth cylinder that looks like it may need a replacement. Here's the breathing. I don't know if all of you noticed that, but he actually does breathe. His chest goes in and out. Here's his main cylinder, which lifts the whole thing. This is a huge cylinder. Here's my hand on it. It is a giant, giant one. And then there's all the hoses that go to each cylinder. There's the steel armature for him, and all the foam latex is all squishy foam latex around the entire thing. So pretty cool. There's the one of the arms right there as well. There's the other arm on that side. All right. Coming out here. Here is the stuff that goes behind. Here's all the solenoids. We have the controllers on here. It's a Peekaboo Flex right there. You can get one of those on Fright Props. I think they were actually sold out for a little bit. I don't know if they're back yet, but there's a standing mech right there. So, and then here, if you guys want to see Mutant's mechanism a bit better, I couldn't show it too well earlier. There's the 2 cylinders. This is actually his water spit right here. This is the solenoid that controls the water spit. And here it is. You can adjust the pressure right there with that valve. You can make it very high pressure, too high pressure pretty much. It will get everywhere wet, including his mouth will be drenched, and he'll be drooling for a little while, which looks cool, but I don't want the foam latex to be completely submerged for a while, so I won't keep it on high, especially because I don't want people to slip, and the walls will also get ruined eventually. So I'll keep it on about medium. That's usually what they show at shows as well. But it can go lower and higher and also be off completely and just become a air cannon basically and just shoot air at people, just in case you don't want to do that. But that's everything there. Everything is coded too. All the lights up there are coded. His movement is coded. The spit is coded, and you can actually control each separately. With these right here, there's little buttons here. Right now I don't have his air plugged in, but when I press this button, usually that cylinder would go in. When I press this button over here, the water would spit. So you can test out everything. That's the same with Colossus as well. So that's always good. All right. Let's do a few more questions, and then we can do a demo of each again for anyone who missed that. But then it is almost time for the collection video. This is the final daily live stream, although I will be doing some lives throughout the season, so stay tuned for those. But next year, the daily live streams will definitely be back. But so if you guys have any last questions before we take a bit of a break from the lives, definitely ask them now. And then we'll do some more demos for anyone who missed it. Let's see. Plan on buying any more Distortions props? Not this year, eventually for sure. Next year I want to see what they have at Transworld, but I love Distortions. It's a great team and great quality as well, so definitely eventually. Not this year. This year I have bought everything I have wanted so far. Including Cackles, actually. Cackles I just got inside, so a video coming on that soon. Alicia Raquel, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Does Colossus have a specific phrase for your haunt? He does. He has a custom phrase that we recorded in the factory, and I don't know if I can play that now, but I did play it in the video of him. So it is a fully custom phrase. Okay, so yeah, actually we can. We can play the custom phrase as well. I'm not sure how well you guys can actually hear it, so we'll see about that. But we can try it, and we'll see how well it does here. But yeah, fully custom phrase. It says stuff about our haunt, including the name, which I love. I think that is a super cool thing. And they actually got the original voice actor for Colossus to do that. He came to the booth, and we gave him the script we made. All right, air is back in Colossus now. You can see his mouth is shut now. His default position is eyes closed, mouth shut, or mouth open. And now that the air's in, it looks like this. You can actually adjust some things when the air's not on, like the mouth. Oh, there he goes. This is our custom phrase. There he is. And that was the custom phrase right there. I think it turned out awesome. Joey, thank you for the $2 donation. How much is Colossus and Mutant? Colossus is $14,000 without the coupon, $13,000 with the discount for Transworld. Mutant is around $3,600. And his price raised to around $3,900, I believe. But yeah, there he is, Colossus. Very impressed with him. Super, super cool prop. All right, if we want to see Mutant one last time, we can do that. But then it is almost time to end the stream. If you guys have any last questions. Let's go back into Mutant one more time here. All right. So, I'm gonna get the plug for Mutant over here and the air. And then we will plug him in for the second demo. If anyone missed this, or if you're just watching it again, here he is. Let's plug the air in here. I always try to help him out just a bit, bring him back so the cylinders don't go too crazy here. All right. Oh, so close. There we go. All right. Now I want to make sure our pressure is pretty good. We don't want to have it too high. Yep, we're perfect here. Okay. So, let's trigger him. Insane prop. So cool. That movement is incredible. Okay, let's unplug that audio because it is very loud. But there we go. Yeah, so happy with that prop. Very cool. Okay, so that is both Colossus and Mutant. Tomorrow I will be filming the collection video. Get ready for that. Bit of time to edit that, but that will be posted very soon with over 100 animatronics now, including Colossus and Mutant here. But this was the last for the daily live streams. But like I said, I will be going live throughout the year more to talk with you guys some more. But there they were. Get ready for the collection video coming soon. That was what all these streams were leading up to. But there they were, Colossus and Mutant. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.